from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
How long does that damn song go?
It was the extended version. 3 minutes and 12 seconds of your life you'll never get back.
Yeah, no
Boy,
kidding.
ain't that the
Ah, pitiful. Yeah.
Why don't you play the original version with the announcer guy?
I couldn't find it, to be honest with you.
In 1972,
Yeah, I could not
a crack
find it.
commando unit was
Yeah, I
sent
knew
to
if known
prison by
he
a
would have
military
it.
court.
I knew he had it.
Didn't commit.
You should have requested it.
He had the opportunity to look it up 18 minutes ago.
Los
And, you
Angeles
know,
Underground.
I didn't know you didn't have. I don't listen to anything. I know you screened it. I just
Yeah.
download it.
Ah.
So I play it as is. But if cripes, I would have just run that. That's only a minute 40 instead of 3.5.
3:12. It's all right. So listen, everybody, a good
round up.
Good morning. It's like the show. Did you see that that joke on Facebook? It was the whole kind of a sheepdog was looking at the farmer. And he's got a yard full of sheep or a pasture full of sheep, and he says, "Yeah, you got 30." Farmer says, I only had 28. He said, I rounded up. It was cute. I mean, it made me smile.
Still at 97 degrees, no fever.
Nice.
My morning
your morning routine.
Fever check, yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Robert Goff.
Good morning to you. I was going to go with the rectal thermometer angle on that one, but I decided not to.
No. This is a family show.
This is a family show.
It's a little early for this.
Do you know the difference between an oral and a rectal thermometer? The taste. All right. Oh, come on.
I'm scared that I knew that answer.
Well, that's
that
actually false. And one is blue and the other's red, but that's okay. Then that's true. But anyway, you are listening to the Bobby G and Company show.
Well, probably not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, you're going with the other two fools. So you today is April 23rd, 2020. We are still enduring. So,
6 weeks of confinement.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's getting old. It's getting old.
The only people that are really not being bothered by this are the Subaru drivers that are practicing up for their armpit braiding
beep, beep. That's
competition.
In June.
That's in June. I mean, they're in training right now.
Yeah, that's in June. We haven't canceled yet.
Yeah, good.
It'll cancel.
No. Are you kidding me? The Subaru thing? No, the armpit hair
not up in Maine. They won't.
Ooh,
I don't know.
That's in the deep woods.
Hold on. Yeah. Speaking of that, there's this.
Welcome to Maine. Now go back to Massachusetts. That's good.
That's what they're going to say.
That's awesome. Yep. Hug your tree and go to hell home. Yeah, get out. So
that shirt was released a year ago after
really?
An artist up there that does a huge T-shirt business.
Okay.
Saw an unruly group of Massachusettsans.
You saw massholes?
Yes.
Wow.
And he made that T-shirt a year ago.
That is funny.
Well, I'd like to make one of those for Connecticut.
Oh, that isn't right. Wait,
no, it's terrible. They're the worst drivers in the world, Connecticut. Oh, my God.
That's because they compete with you for the sidewalk space.
No, that's because they think they're New Yorkers.
Oh, that's what it is? Little New Yorkers in training?
Bad.
Last 2 weeks I had 5-hour energy before the show.
We know.
And now this week you're drinking the Haterade.
Yeah.
What is up with that?
I got to keep up with you.
You don't have to keep up with me.
I
was telling her dirty jokes on the way in.
Oh, yes, he was.
And she was laughing.
They were funny, but still.
Yeah, definitely not air appropriate.
Especially at 5:30.
This morning, I turned on the
Golly gee whiz!
All I can say is, jumping Jehoshaphat, yeehaw!
Yeah, that too. So, listen, with all this in mind here, Pete, thank you very much. Peter Cole's coming in this morning, braving the elements.
It's cold out there.
It is.
It is.
Lynn O'Brien coming in, thank
By the
you.
way, you're welcome.
We had our pre-production meeting on the way in today.
Mm-hmm. We told dirty jokes all the way.
Yeah, we told dirty jokes.
So we're good.
We need to start including alcohol in these
I'm
meetings.
good with that.
You know,
I got a flask I could bring
little
with
Baileys and, get a...
I got rum chata, too. That's awesome in coffee.
Okay, what is that?
Rum chata, it's rum, but it's like a cream.
Oh, is that the coconut one? It's
No, that's Malibu.
No, there's one, it's a creamy coconut.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that one.
Kind of like, I don't know. Yeah.
No, but rum chata is good. I got Baileys. I've got pumpkin Baileys.
We'll have to make some Irish coffees.
Okay.
All right, that sounds good.
As long as you don't tell me I don't know nothing.
I'm going to put double in yours.
I'll drink to that.
I want to see what kind of special effects we have when Pete's knocked on his butt.
Well, he's way over there behind the glass, so we're good.
Yeah, but we'll have audio effects that we never even knew existed. Think about that.
True.
I mean, he could have fun with that.
Oh, boy.
That's that.
Yep, moving on.
Once that filter is
boy.
lowered, who
says
knows?
I have a filter?
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
Oh, neither one of you have a filter. I think you've both proven that.
I have a filter. I've proven that on the way in here.
Coffee filter? That's the only filter you got, my friend.
I have a profanity filter. It's only when I'm in front of this mic.
It's wide open.
Yeah. It's like one of those. What do they call those? The racing things, the inhibitors. It's like like an inhibitor. It's just wide open.
The governor.
Governor.
The governor.
Governor. So anyway, we've got.
Now that we've completely ground to a screeching halt.
We went so far to the left right there.
We went so far to the left, we ended up on the right.
Yes,
I mean, that's just the way it is.
We did a complete circle.
So we got some national days today. We got 3 of them. And 2 of them aren't even national days. It's national.
Made them up?
Are there regional days?
No, I don't know. One of them, well, they're world days, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
One of them is National Picnic Day.
Oh, I like that one.
Picnic?
Yeah, picnic. Hey there, boo boo. Let's go get a picnic basket. Hey. It's also St. George's Day. And he was famed and for taming and slaying a dragon in legend.
Isn't that an English thing?
Yes, it is. He's the patron saint of England.
Yeah.
And it's also World Book Day. So pick up a book and read.
I like to read. I just
do
never
too. I
have
love
the
reading.
time.
I love reading. I've always got at least one book going at any point in time.
I've had the same book going for like 4 years.
Yeah, and what is it, like Horton Hears a Who or Green Eggs
No,
and Ham?
it's a Stephen King. Whose was it?
Stephen King, who's he was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go up some historical events today. Some Connie Talbot.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yesterday,
Sing it, Lynn.
all my troubles seem so far away.
Okay, stop. My coffee
Okay.
cup is cracking.
Now it looks as though
Okay, apparently the porcelain can't hold up. All right, way back in the year 1635.
Go ahead, look at me.
I'm not
just
looking at
once
you.
today.
Not looking at you.
I'm
What
ready
do
for
got?
you today.
What do you got?
I missed my
Oh, you
pen.
Sounds like you're going to stab you at nothing. All right. The first public school in the United States was the Boston Latin School, and it was founded today in Boston. 1910, the American president Theodore Roosevelt makes his The Man in the Arena speech. 1967, the Soviet space program, Soyuz 1, a manned spaceflight carrying cosmonaut Colonel Vladimir Komarov, is launched into orbit. Every time they did that after that, they had to put a woman up there with them in case they got lost so she could ask
That's
for directions.
true. Men don't ask for directions.
No, we do not.
Ever.
Actually, the
Keep
Soviets
driving.
launched the first woman into space, and it took like 30 years for the Americans to do the same thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to get her back.
No.
No, actually, the Americans were the first one to put a woman on the moon. It was Ralph Cramden.
He kept alleging that fact.
Her name is Alice.
Yeah, it was Alice. All right, 1968, the Vietnam War. Student protesters at Columbia University in New York City take over administration buildings and actually shut down the campus. Yeah, that was a raw deal for that whole genre of people. That was terrible. But on a better note, 1985, your last historical event, Coca-Cola. Everybody remembers this. Well, unless you weren't born then. They actually changed their formula and released
Worst move ever.
new Coke. The response was overwhelmingly negative.
Yeah, big time.
And the original formula is back on the market in less than 3 months.
Yep,
I
it was
remember
brutal.
that.
I
People
remember
were
the new Coke. It was nasty.
pissed. Yeah.
It was like Pepsi with even more, I don't know.
too bubbly.
Coca.
Yeah, maybe. Because I like Pepsi and I like Coke. I can do either one of them.
Yeah.
But the new Coke, oh,
Buster
that was just
can't. Buster can only do Coke.
Oh,
He
really?
can't do Pepsi.
Too sweet?
No, he just doesn't like the flavor.
Oh.
I like both.
Yeah, I can do either one
I
of
could
those.
put rum in either one. I'm good with it.
No, you can't. Rum
I
can't go in
can.
Pepsi.
No, yeah, rum doesn't work in Pepsi.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
too
quite
sweet.
the same.
If
You
that's
gotta-
all you got, yeah. it
Yeah,
does.
no, you drink the rum. Well, you ruin a perfectly good rum. All right, so let's go with some
Red
wild,
rum?
Wild, big ending here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, very much.
happy birthday to you.
Sing it.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Love you guys.
You know the hardest thing if they do end up coming up to visit this summer at the end of the summer.
The hardest thing will
The
be
hardest-
you leaving him alone.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
stop. No, the hardest thing is going to be getting my grandson, who's 16, not to want to go move to Dallas. But anyway, why did you
said-
even go there? I mean, where? Oh my God!
Are you serious?
My grandson?
No, I'm not talking about your grandson.
Oh,
I'm talking
no.
about the girls. You
Oh.
leaving the girls alone.
Yeah, no, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Well, I'm not worried about it. You know.
Okay. All right, so celebrity births today. 1791. There's going to be a funeral today if you don't watch your mouth. All right, James Buchanan was born today, passed away in 1868, American politician and the 15th president of the United States. You remember him personally, don't you? You guys went to
Yeah, he was a good friend of mine.
Good friend of yours. Good boy. This one you're going to know. 1928, Shirley Temple was born. She passed away in 2014, the American actress, singer, dancer, and I did not know she was a diplomat.
Yeah.
She was actually the ambassador of Ghana and Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
I knew she was an ambassador. I just couldn't remember what
I didn't
what
know that.
country it was.
1936, Mr. Roy Orbison was born today. Passed away in 1988. American singer and songwriter.
A traveling Wilbury.
Yes, he was. And then we have, I'm glancing ahead here for a second. Yeah, okay. In the year 1939, Mr. Lee Majors, American actor, best known for playing multiple parts, including Heath Barkley in Big Valley, if you remember that. That was from 65 to 69 he did that. The thing I knew him from was playing Colonel Steve Austin in $6 Million Man, 1973 to 78. And then he played Colt Seavers in The Fall Guy from 81.
That was a good show.
To 86.
About that.
I never watched The Fall Guy. That one I never did see.
It was about a stuntman.
Yeah. I knew that. But I never did see that.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Yep, no problem.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man.
But the parts are from China.
Better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster.
One of the best opens of its time.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you didn't see it unless he wore shorts. He had a tattoo across his ass, made in Taiwan. Just saying.
Hey, it's better parts in China.
Yeah. So the year 1943, and I'm going to try to pronounce the name without totally doing it wrong. Harvey Villachez? Villachez?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
He passed away in 1993.
The plane!
Yeah, French-American actor. He was Tattoo on Fantasy Island. And, his famous line is, "Boss, the plane. And that was from 77 to 84. I didn't realize how long that show lasted.
Oh, yeah, that was huge, Fantasy Island.
Yeah, it was. And do you remember he was one of the villains in James Bond? He played Knick Knack in the James Bond movie The Man with the Golden Gun in 1974.
Yep.
Now, when he played in Fantasy Island, he was opposite of Ricardo Montalban. And when they filmed, I don't know if you ever saw this picture, it's funny as hell. When they were filming The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek II, they had an inflatable, I don't know what it was like a boxing thing that the kids hit. Okay. But they had a white dressed character on this, and they took a picture of Harvey's face and put it on the head of this thing. And they took a picture with Ricardo standing next to this, and he was dying laughing when they put it on the set. If you look that up, it's a really funny picture, but it was I don't know, Harvey. Anyway, 1949, Miss Joyce DeWitt was born today. The American actress best known for playing Janet Wood on Three's Company also from 77 to 84.
Yeah.
We also have today, 1954, Tony Atlas, the American bodybuilder and professional wrestler, was born today. Also in 1954, Michael Moore, the American director, producer, and activist, was born today.
You could have left that one out.
I don't
like
him almost
either.
did.
You get that joke? You could have left that one out.
Left wing. I almost didn't put him in there, but I was like, now I'm imposing my views, and I didn't want to do that.
I mean, he does have talent, just not.
Well,
he abuses his talent.
The only people that I put in,
he advocates for his cause, which is American.
Yeah, but I mean, the only people I put into these things are people that I think the public will know.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, everybody knows him.
Anyway, 1960. I always thought this girl was smoking hot. Valerie Bertinelli, the American actress.
Oh, yeah.
She started out as Barbara Cooper Royer on One Day at a Time, and that was from 75 to 84. That's what I knew her first from, and I thought she was gorgeous. Then she played Gloria for 3 years on Touched by an Angel from 2001 to 2003. Then Melanie Moriarty on Hot in Cleveland, and that was from 2010 to 2015. I didn't know that show. But now she's hosting different cooking and baking shows on the Food Network.
Huge on the Food Network.
And
she started with a dinner show, like a dinner, like her prepping for a dinner party.
Okay.
And that was her first cooking show at her house. And it just kind of, she's really good. I mean, obviously good on camera, but not everybody that's good on camera can be a good food show host.
Yeah.
And she's really good at it. She really is.
Yeah. I mean, I always thought she was a beautiful girl, but she also, and you probably already knew this too, she was married to Eddie Van Halen from 1981 to 2007.
You occasionally see Wolfie in some of the shows.
Okay, cool. So the only other celebrity birth that I have for you today has a little intro coming to it.
Oh, I could have played that. I got that.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
I'll play it underneath it for you.
Pete's doing it underneath for me. If you hadn't figured it out, it's The Undertaker's birthday. No, I'm kidding. It's actually 1977. Mr. John Cena coming in, and Pete doing the, yeah, you can't see me. The American wrestler, actor, and wannabe rapper.
Actually, not wannabe. He's pretty good at it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm not going to give him any credit there. He went to Springfield
College.
Yeah, well, I wanted to add another word in there. But yeah, it was
his
just
workout
Springfield
partner, his workout still to this day is a guy from East Long Meadow. He's a guidance counselor at East Long Meadow High School.
Oh, wow.
And every time he'll fly out for big events for John when John was really going.
Yep.
He'd fly to WrestleMania and work out with him the week of WrestleMania and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was he actually.
And John comes back a lot.
A buddy of mine's wife went to school with John at Springfield College, and according to her, John's biggest, I guess, challenge was when he was at a party keeping his clothes on.
Wouldn't surprise me. He's a man's man.
Well, he was a bit of an exhibitionist, apparently.
Well, dude, what are you? I mean, come on.
Hey, I got the same problem. I know. You know?
Yeah, but you don't have that physique.
Oh, yes, I do. I just got a fat suit over it.
Right.
All right. So let's go from one wrestler into another. We got John Cena's music. Let's key up some Undertaker. Wow, Pete's like right on today.
I know.
Damn. And now I know where my 5-hour energy went.
I finally got a good night's sleep.
So, yeah, Lynn did too.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. I never go to bed that
The night
early.
before, different story.
All right.
You will rest in
All right. So going in with our National Day for St. George in the year 2000, yeah, listen to me.
200.
In the year 303, St. George passed away. He was born in 275. The guy was 28 years old when he died. He was a Roman soldier and then became a martyr. The year, picture it, 1616, William Shakespeare passed away today. He was born in the year 1564, the English playwright and actor. This one here, I knew he had to be dead by now, but I didn't know he had died this long ago. 1983, Mr. Buster Crabbe passed away.
Oh, I loved him.
He was born in 1908. He was an American swimmer. I didn't
that.
know that. I did not know that.
Yep.
And actor.
First, Flash Gordon.
Well, during his career, he portrayed the top 3 syndicated comic strip heroes of the 1930s. Do you know who they were?
I know Flash Gordon.
Flash Gordon was one of them.
That's
Superman?
The only,
Nope.
only one I know.
2 others. Flash Gordon was one.
Aquaman.
Tarzan was one of them.
Oh.
And Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Now,
Did not know that.
What's really cool is that he also made an appearance in a 1979 episode of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. That was the one with Gil Gerard and Aaron Gray.
I never knew that.
He played as a retired fighter pilot, Brigadier Gordon, and he took that name in honor of Flash Gordon.
Oh,
Nice.
How cool is that?
I wish I had seen that episode.
That is,
I loved it as a kid.
that is such. I mean, there's so much tying that all together that you never would have known that.
Yeah.
All right, 1995. This is your last one, and I don't think I even knew this guy had died. 1995, Mr. Howard Cosell passed away. He was born
You
in.
didn't know he died?
I just never gave it any thought. I knew I hadn't seen him in a long time.
You, sir, are an idiot.
Yeah, pretty much. He was born in 1918. He was the American lawyer and journalist, and very famous for his interviews and his voice and all that good stuff. So that is your celebrity deaths for today. Again, April 23rd. So let's jump into our first song. Now we are doing the
big 80s.
Yeah, it's the decade in review. We're still in the 1980s. We did 80 through 84 last week, and this year we're doing 85 through 89. So, our first song that we're going to play is from 1985, and this was the number 2 hit of that year. So, we're going to jump right into it. I love this song.
I do too.
This is a great song. So, this one here is Tears for Fears with Shout, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Number 2.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Join us every Thursday morning
from 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show
right here on WSKB 89.5
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hey, this is Dean Can. You're listening to my friends Robbie, Lynn, and Pete on the Bobby G and Company Show on WSKB 89.5 FM. I'm also listening right alongside.
That's the first time we've heard that promo. That's pretty good.
Sounds good.
I'm good.
I've been running it during the week.
Have you? No, I mean, I don't get I don't get the station at the house.
WestfieldTV.org.
So that was very cool. And by the way, if it weren't for the fact that he was Superman, I would have slapped him upside the head for calling me Robbie.
Why?
Nobody calls me. I've never been called Robbie. I've been called Rob, Bob, Bobby, Robert by my mother, when she was mad at me.
So a TV star calls you Robbie, and you're worried about this?
I'm not worried about anything.
Okay.
I'm not at all. But anyway, all right.
Could have always done a second take.
No. It was spontaneous.
So then
I was good with it.
Stop your bitching.
I ain't bitching. That comes later in the show. All right. So let's cue up some Frankie. Let's get some Keurig facts.
Way down among Brazilians, coffee beans grow by the billion.
All right. So these are your Keurig facts of the week. And as Lynn always says, well, actually, let's change that.
Why?
As Lynn says, if you don't have a Keurig at home, slap your spouse or something. I don't know. Yell at your spouse. Can't slap them. Either that or better yet, keep that pent-up rage alive until you go back to work and then take it out on your boss.
True.
There we go. Ding, ding, ding. I like that one better. As long as you're not working for me, that works. All right. So here's your Keurig facts of the week, brought to you by the letter B and a number 4.
Oh, God.
Later comes after. All right. So did you know that less than 2% of the water on Earth is fresh?
Yep.
The rest is salt water.
Yep.
I didn't know that, but it makes sense.
So
it's what? It's 90. Is it 90% of the land mass, or 70-something percent of the land mass is water, or 70% of the Earth is water?
Yes.
Covered
And
with
out
water.
of that, 98% of that is
undrinkable.
Undrinkable. Well, they just gotta, you just gotta evaporate it and
desalination,
and then you end up with all the salt shakers in the world being full. All right, and also here you go, Lynn. This one's for you.
Cool.
Most spiders have 8 eyes. They can see you coming a mile away.
Even teeniest, tiniest spider freaks me out.
I know that. That's why I said that was for you. You and my wife. I can kill a spider in the house with a paper towel and chase her around with a towel.
Yes, Jimmy does that.
That is just so
Freaks
fun.
me out.
It's one of those things, it's the benefit of being married.
It's the one thing about ghost hunting I do not like. When we go somewhere and there are like spider webs like in the attic or the cellar, and I'm like, hood up, way down.
Oh, and you hear this coming from the corner.
Who's this coffee locker?
Yeah, there you go. And there's nobody standing there. Yes,
Right.
that's
Right?
great. All right, and your final Keurig fact of the week, again, designed to make you the smartest person in the office. Keurig, about 1/10 of the world's surface is permanently covered in ice. Regardless of that dizzy broad from wherever the hell she's from that's 16, doesn't know a damn thing about anything.
Oh, her, yeah.
Pull up your
AOC?
pants. Whatever. No, not her. She's an idiot. I know who she is. Who's that
Oh,
other?
Greta Van.
Yeah, Greta
whatever.
Van Wiener Schnitzel. Just shut the hell up and go back to school.
Oh, God.
Anyway, that's your
Big
Keurig
finish.
facts.
An awful lot of coffee. Man, they got a gang of coffee in Brazil.
I love that.
It cracks Lynn up, so I got to do it every
Best
week.
part of the morning right there.
If that's the best part of your morning, we got to talk, honey.
Well, it's funny, and especially when your face, you're like waiting to do it. It's
waiting
hysterical.
to do it. It's like anticipation.
That's right.
All right, so without any further ado, we're going to jump right into Lynn's Corner, which this is info that you need to know.
I know.
And we got some Michael Franti with Hey World, Don't Give Up in the background.
Boy, what a week, what a week, what a week.
What's Charlie Brown doing lately?
Well, Charlie Brown made every day Christmas and made every parent cry yesterday or the day before, whenever it was, when he announced that school is done for the school year. It was...
Well, it's not done.
It's
the physical gathering of school is done.
Right, which...
You still have to learn.
For most kids, they can do their homework in their bed. You know what I mean? Or in their backyard. Or, you know, they don't have to get up and get dressed, get on the school bus, spend all day at school, come home. They can do it in their sunny backyard. They can do it when they feel like it. As long as it gets done, that's all that matters for them.
Now they feel like the college kids.
Exactly.
They've been doing it since spring break.
Yeah. So, you know, the only thing that I can say is just keep on those kids, because if they don't get their work done...
you need to keep the kids... I told this to my girlfriend because her daughter was getting up at like the crack of noon. I'm like, keep them on the regular schedule.
Yep.
You got to keep them on the regular schedule, because if they don't, then her daughter was getting all anxiety because she was getting behind on her assignments because they were due at 3 o'clock. Well, that's based on a regular school day.
That's right.
You got to have a regular school day.
So I told my granddaughter.
She's feeling a lot better now that she's up on a regular time.
Yeah, Sophia thought she could do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning because she loves to stay up all night. She's a night hawk. I told her, I said, you got to get in and read those portals, because there's 2 different portals they have to go into, and they tell you when it's due by, and if you don't read all that, you're going to totally miss the train.
I feel bad for the seniors this year.
You know who I feel bad for?
The seniors. The senior class.
The senior class especially, because those are times you're never going to get back. Even if you do it in August, it's not the same. You didn't have your prom.
But it's the best you can do.
Your senior skip day.
Yeah, this year it is the best. Well, I don't know. The seniors have the best skip day ever.
Yeah, I know, but it's still not the same as, you know, going to the beach and sneaking out, and you're supposed to be at school, and you didn't go to your prom, and you didn't go have a last day, and
I didn't encounter any of that crap.
We did. We had all that stuff.
I didn't go to my prom.
Well,
I asked somebody and I got turned down, so I said, forget this crap.
And now the other ones that I feel really bad about is my twins. Well, my grandchildren twins. They're 5. They were in kindergarten. They loved kindergarten, loved their teacher, loved their bus driver. And they got ripped off for the whole second half of their school year.
Well, not without cause.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but when you're only 5 years old and you don't get to graduate and you don't get to do, you know, they have a field day and
honestly,
all that was coming.
Yeah, but you can't compare that to seniors.
No, you cannot.
A 5-year-old has no clue that they're missing that.
Well,
a high school graduate definitely knows.
College graduates, same thing.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal.
But each age group is missing out, and it's sad. And I get it. I know why it happened.
But when you're talking about
sad.
the 5-year-old, it's the adult portraying the sadness onto the child, not the kid saying,
I know our
"Oh
superintendent.
my God, I can't do this."
No,
our superintendent was
cried
hoping
the other day.
Our superintendent was hoping to get back for like June 1st to have those couple of weeks, just so they could finish kind of do closure on the school year.
Together. But yeah, I feel bad. But anyways, all that aside.
Okay.
So I do have some information. Let's see. Anybody that has a student loan, all no interest student loans currently in repayment will automatically be placed in deferment from now till July 11th. On Monday, Governor Baker signed legislation into law to protect homeowners and tenants from eviction and foreclosure. So if you're really, really struggling, you're protected, but you still need to call your landlord or your mortgage company, your bank, and try to set up some type of
you need to make an effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just communication.
You can't just let Governor Baker protect you and not, come forward and try to get something in place. But that is there, so you don't have to worry about being
They should do something
homeless.
to fix it. They caused the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we've gone past our expiration date on sheltering in place, but that's just me.
I don't know.
Hey, I've been doing it for over 9 years. I don't want to hear you crying about it.
Shelter in place.
Yours is by choice.
No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Sort of.
No, I don't think he chooses to be in that much pain.
I'll find you a surgeon.
No, I'm not a candidate. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I've been to the best surgeons. They won't touch it. That's the problem.
That sucks.
Then you did a good job.
Yeah, I mincemeat. My rotator cuff is mincemeat. Yeah. Anyway, back to Lynn.
Okay, another website you can go to, mass.gov/info. That's
Yep.
for daily updates from the CDC for the latest guidance and recommendations. It also offers wellness tips and resources for managing stress and anxiety.
If you go to cityofwestfield.org, right at the top, there's a little red button flashing. It says COVID-19.
Mhm.
That's all the city's information. I'm sure most cities and towns have a similar thing on their front page.
Yeah, but
Cool.
this is a nationwide one. If
Yeah, you're going to the CDC directly.
Yeah, so let's see. You can also find info from FEMA, and it's FEMA.com, and they have an advisory regarding face coverings and cloth. I can't even talk this morning. Cloth masks, handling, washing, and the do's and don'ts of taking care of yourself if you have to go out.
Also, if you want a general preparedness, you go to ready.gov.
Yeah, I've been on that one too.
General preparedness, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Also,
Gives you good guidelines.
just a little bit of information. I watched quite a bit yesterday, and there was a big thing on TV about Boston General Hospital. They have reported this week that the numbers of patients coming and going has finally leveled out.
Yeah, everybody's equalizing.
Yeah. So
Westfield
now,
has a little bit of a spike because of the nursing homes.
oh, I know
Yeah.
that's just gotten started.
Yeah.
Same thing in Agawam.
By the way, here's my
Heritage
B&T for
Hall.
the week. It's going to be quick. The news organizations are focusing on the soldiers' home
Yeah.
exclusively, but here's why: because they're not an advertiser.
Oh,
Think about that for a minute.
that's not fair.
I mean, it's
It's
just
the truth. That's business.
Yeah.
and it shouldn't even.
But that's
be,
why news is a business. It's not news.
But it shouldn't be used for anything. Those are veterans. Those are
Well-
people that couldn't even
I
control
get it. I get
their
it. But
environment.
there are
It's
veterans that
terrible.
are passing away in other settings, assisted
Yeah.
livings,
Yep.
nursing homes, rehab cares,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because it's concentrations of people. Apartment blocks, same thing, but they're not getting reported as much because they're advertisers.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
almighty
that's
dollar.
I'm just
I mean,
saying that's
Yeah.
the reality.
You know,
and I'm
it's-
not casting dispersion on the news organizations
Right.
because some of the reporters might want to go after it, but the business side of the house is saying you can't.
Yeah.
that shouldn't
And that's
be
been happening
used.
since I worked in news because
Well, do you remember?
I remember Priscilla Rest and the I-Team was doing a story about Bob's Furniture, and they were a huge advertiser when they this is
Yeah.
almost 20 years ago, and the story got squashed.
Wow.
It got squashed.
Well, do you remember back a couple of weeks now? CBS had aired a video of what was supposed to have been a nurse hysterically
Yeah, they got
crying
snagged for that.
she had quit her job because they didn't have PPE for them, and she was an ICU nurse forced to work in a COVID ward and all this, and they weren't even giving her a mask, and she was like, "I gotta quit my job."
It was all bogus.
fake.
Yep.
CBS never even checked to see if it was all
They never did
legit.
any background on
That's
her.
happened more than once.
She was a nurse. She'd gotten fired from the hospital over a year ago, and it was like she was just a wingnut.
Probably all they saw was nurse on
Yeah.
her profile,
Yep.
and that
Yep.
was
They
it. They
used
never
her.
verified. They
But,
never cared.
no, they
they
didn't
got
do anything.
snagged hard for that. They
Good.
got
They
ridiculed.
should have.
That's terrible.
They should have. That's just irresponsible.
Now, I just have one more thing.
Okay, cool.
For anybody out there, I don't care where you live, I don't care if you're a veteran or not, but if you're in need
Drink heavily.
of a mask, we are making masks and hand sanitizer. The lips aren't working. Hand
No, you
sanitizer.
drink hand sanitizer.
At the Agawam American Legion,
The
a.k.a. The Tank. It's on Springfield Street in Agawam. We're there from 11 o'clock till, we've been doing it till 4 or 5 in the afternoon. If you desperately need a mask and you just have no way to get a hold of one, we are making safe material. Come in, pick one up. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. Please come and get one because we are making them for everybody who needs one.
And in Westfield, if you're looking for it, Jim Wiggs, our emergency management director, put on an email yesterday. The City of Westfield Public Health Department Emergency Management has partnered with the mask makers of Westfield and Better Than a Bandana mask makers to obtain enough fabric masks so we can do a distribution at 4 locations on Saturday, April 25th.
Cool.
Supplies are limited, and no one should obtain more than what they need. Maximum for a family would be 6 masks. The masks are free, But if anyone would like to make a donation, the funds will go to the school department. The 4 locations and times are Sons of Aaron at 22 William Street from 10 a.m. to noon, Blessed Sacrament Church, 127 Holyoke Road from 10 to noon, the Second Congregational Church, 47 Western Ave up by the college from 1 to 3, and City Hall from 10 a.m. to noon. Supplies are limited. The masks are one size only. No distinction between male and female, and fabric masks are helped to avoid the spread and not for protection other than to contain the spread, as they do not meet the requirements of the KN95 masks on filtering droplets and particles. Masks can be washed and reused. Masks should not be placed on children under the age of 2. There you go.
That's good information.
Yeah, that just came out yesterday. I got to put that up on the old channel.
No, you're going to be still making the paper masks with the Mila Kunis picture on the front of it?
No.
No, you're not doing it? Because those actually are.
No, ours are not paper. Ours
you just
are
cut.
nice
Well, you got to
cloth.
do is cut eye holes. And, it's.
Should I go get my Darth Vader mask out of the car? You like that one?
Did
you see that?
No. But
You saw that on Facebook. I posted on Facebook, me and the Darth Vader mask.
No, I didn't
No, I didn't see that either.
Oh, I'll go get it. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, well, no, we got to do Dark Shadow. So let's get our real segments done. Now you can run away. All right, Pete's gone, so now I can drop F-bombs.
Oh, boy.
Woohoo!
I still love that music.
Lynn's eating an orange.
I got my breakfast.
All right. So now, this is the Dark Shadow segment of the show where it's usually something paranormal. It could be a B&T. It could be anything. This one here, I don't know. It's not really a B&T, but it is, I guess. I think it was Tuesday. I was going through my Facebook feeds, and on the Agawam forum, I read a post that stuck with me, and I don't know. I got to get your feed on this, and Pete's going to miss it, so I'll rely solely on you.
Just came in.
All right. So on Tuesday, I read this. Oh yeah, I did see that.
Wow.
I
I
did
could
see
not
that.
wear that. That's too...
Yeah. So on Tuesday, I read this Facebook forum posting from a local retail worker that had an unfortunate experience with an irate customer. It all came to a head when the clerk could not accommodate the needs of the customer due to no fault of their own. The customer then reportedly began to get very angry and berate the clerk. First of all, I have 2 issues here. Okay. First, in my opinion, unless the sales clerk or retail employee gives me an attitude first, it's not acceptable to treat that person like they're beneath you, and you're on your high and mighty horse. You may be having a bad day, but that's not an excuse to take it out on someone that is only trying to do their job. Okay. That being said, if they give me an attitude, it's on. My second issue here, and this is maybe a little bit surprising because it kind of goes against the flow of this, is that I don't feel, and I'm very strongly opinionated on this, that social media is the right place to air these issues. The writer actually identified her employer. Okay, this, I feel, gives a negative connotation to the establishment that might not be warranted due to only a single customer. Now, while I get that they were only trying to vent their frustrations, it's not a good way to do it. This should have been handled completely in-house and not posted for public comment. We were only getting one side of this exchange. With the social isolation currently going on, we all need to think twice and consider our words even a little more than usual. Employees that are still working are considered as essential and probably don't want to be there risking their help. The last thing that they need is someone coming in and causing a problem. Respect, people, is a two-way street. Common courtesy is needed more than ever today. So either be kind or stay home. Remember your parents always said if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything? Well, if you can't be kind, then stay home. Now, my problem with this posting was that over 90 people replied to this, and not one person told this employee, shut up. Everybody was, oh my God, I can't believe they said this. You didn't witness it. Right. You're getting their interpretation of events.
You're getting one half of the story.
Everybody's story always puts them as the hero.
Right.
Except for mine. I am 3 of the biggest a-holes you will ever meet.
3 sides to every story.
And that's it, exactly. His, hers, and the truth.
The truth.
But, to sit there and jump on this bandwagon and then...
But that's what they do.
I know it. But
I
that's
hate the Agawam
it's
Forum
irresponsible, and all it did was give the the employer a black eye, and I do not. I don't subscribe to that.
No,
and then
I don't either.
this is something I'm going to mention. This is it can stay in dark shadows, but I didn't write this out. I read just yesterday.
Wait a minute, you read?
I do. Once in a while, I put two words together as long as there's a dog with a red ball in his mouth and it's chasing the ball. See spot run. I didn't know this. Now, everybody knows I'm employed by the Postal Service. Or at least if you don't, okay, now you do. Now, the USPS is in the red, big time, but not due to a lack of income. There's a difference here. They are in the red because some yahoo in Washington, Bush, made them pay 20 years in advance for all health and retirement benefits for the current employees. No other company in the world has to do this.
Oh my God, I didn't know
because he
that.
was afraid they were going to go under.
No,
at the
he
time,
wasn't. There's
yeah.
no chance of them going under.
Because they got bailed. They've got bailed out during the Bush administration, I thought.
I'm not going to argue that point, but even now, this is the one thing that, and again, I used to be I was a union steward for 10 years. I was trained in national arbitration, the whole 9 yards. Now, you've got different unions in the Postal Service. This is the one uniting issue, regardless of what union you belong to, including management, that this is bogus. This never should have been done. This is the sole reason that the post office is in the red, because of all these payments that are required. So if that's eliminated, boom, all of a sudden everything changes. Well, now they don't want to eliminate this, but
because it's a pork program, that's why.
Well, President Trump does not want to help the post office. And you know why?
Why?
Because of the deal that the USPS made. It was either with FedEx or UPS, and I apologize for not remembering which. The owner of one of those two companies owns the Washington Post, which attacks Trump. So because of that, he won't help the post office.
Well, that's how it goes.
But that's BS. You're talking an institution. Now, I'm not defending it just because it's me that is employed there. I can't say I work there. I'm employed there. That is the largest employer of veterans in the country.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but that's politics.
That's
like my friend that a friend of mine that runs the soldiers' home is getting the shaft.
Yeah.
Why? Politics.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's fair. I didn't say it's right. I potentially, I disagree with it, but it's still politics.
Yeah, I just,
But the Postal Service now, they've kind of outclassed themselves because there were so many complaints on Amazon. Like I had several packages that were supposed to be delivered by the post office on the weekend.
Yeah, why is that? Do you know why that is?
And they wouldn't, because UPS doesn't deliver on the weekend.
Well, FedEx and UPS. Most people don't realize.
But I had stuff that was said was delivered.
Yeah.
Reported to Amazon was delivered, and it was nowhere to be found.
Okay.
And then it would show up 3-4 days later, because the guy that was supposed to deliver on the weekend just didn't bother.
Well, that's a different issue.
But it happened more than once, and now Amazon started their own delivery company because they said they cut the post office out.
That's a whole different issue that needs to be addressed. But most people don't realize UPS and FedEx are not competition to the Postal Service. They are two of our biggest customers.
I know they are.
And I work.
No, I know they are because they sub stuff out.
But most people don't realize that.
Oh, I'm not an idiot.
You go to like UPS or FedEx and you say, "Yeah, I want to send this to Granny and
UPS
East
UPS
BF
parcel post is the post office.
All they do is they bring it to the post office and off we go with it.
Yeah.
You pay them to send it to us, and it's just I don't know. I always thought that was funny.
They offer a lower class UPS parcel post or FedEx parcel post or something. They call it the same thing basically.
Yeah.
And they have the post office delivery. Yeah, I know.
It's just a joke. But anyway, all right, let's go. That's enough with the B&T. Let's jump into the Bobby's Thinking Outside of the Box.
Oh, boy.
Yep, I hope you studied. This one's easy. This is an easy one.
Boy.
I think you're both going to get this one today.
I need a win here.
You do need a win. You're down by 2.
Down by 2. I don't usually win stuff like that.
He's giving you multiple choice, that's why.
Really? Really?
Yep, really.
You wait till the next break, mister. You're in trouble.
With multiple choices, statistically, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting it right every week.
Yeah, but so doesn't he.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Pete, you're going to answer this one first today. Why do people sing in the shower? Is it A, because they think no one can hear them? B, because the water is too hot? C, because showers make your voice sound better? Or D, because it's the only time they can remember the words? All right, A, B, C, or D, Pete?
It's A.
It's A? People think no one can hear them?
Yep.
Okay. Lynn, what's your answer? No one can hear them? Water's too hot? Showers make your voice sound better? Or because it's the only time they can remember the words? A, B, C, or D?
Go with A.
You're going with A?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're both wrong. I thought for sure you were going to get, both of you were going to get this one.
B?
Is it D?
It's C. You guys didn't even get it in the first
C?
place, Sheila. Because showers make your voice sound better.
I thought it was
Because
alcohol.
of the acoustics?
Excuse me.
I thought alcohol made your voice
Well, no,
sound better.
that makes you think your voice sounds better.
Wow.
It is C, because people probably sing in the shower because they think their voices sound better. Why? Showers are small, have lots of surfaces to reflect the voice back to the singer, and reflect sound quickly. In other words, they've got great acoustics. So next time you're in a shower, have someone stand outside the door and talk to you. Do you have a hard time understanding that person? You've just discovered something else that gives your shower great acoustics. Its ability to keep out unwanted sounds.
Sweet.
And in case you didn't know, acoustics is the study of how sounds are created, transmitted, and received. So there you go when you're singing in a shower. You really don't sing any better. You just think you do.
It's okay.
Big finish. That's funny. I like that segment. That's a cute.
That was
segment.
cute. I like that one.
I thought for sure you guys were going to get that one.
Well,
When I wrote it up, I was like, "This is so easy. These guys are going to rock
well,
this
there
one."
were a couple of them that I went back and forth on, but then I thought
Most of them were plausible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the second one, I didn't like B. I
You
thought
didn't like B?
B was silly.
B was silly.
B was silly.
All right. So, Pete, did you get the recording for?
Yep.
All right. So let's jump into some weather reports. Joining us as always, my lovely wife and chief meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey. Pretty cold out there this AM. I'll bet you were scraping some ice off of Sky One this week.
Yeah, it was only 30 degrees out at takeoff, so a little bit of ice on the outside, but these heated seats are the best.
How's our local weather looking for today?
Well, it's currently still only 30 degrees, with a high expected of 51 later on this afternoon. Sunrise is at 5:57, and sunset will be at 7:41. This gains us another 17 minutes of daylight from last week's show, honey. It's going to be mostly cloudy today, but the rain showers will be back later tonight.
Okay, see what you do about getting us some warmer days for next week. Thanks, honey. See you back home after the show. Love ya.
I'll see what I can do. Love you too, and see you guys later. This is Chief Meteorologist Hope Goff for the Bobby G and Company show, up in the Sky One Weather Chopper, signing off.
Bye,
Have a
Hope.
great show.
Bye, Hope. Thank you.
That just is awesome. I love that little segment. And Hope loves doing it. So
That's cute.
I've got her keeping an eye out for the Stomsky copter for the traffic reports. You know,
We should have Kenny call in a traffic report.
that would be funny. That would be funny. He'll have to.
You should message him and tell him he's got to record a traffic report for even if it's bogus for the next
man.
Wednesday night. He'll do it.
He
Kenny's
was
got a
guy.
home. Did you see Kenny's post yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
He's got that serious home studio thing going on now. He's all set. He's ready for the apocalypse.
Nice.
He can broadcast from home now.
Yeah, it's his situation sad. Obviously, getting basically laid off.
No, he's permanently. His job has been eliminated.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, his owner is going to retire. He's not coming back. The storefront is going to close.
Oh, that sucks.
And
Even
it's
more.
no different than a lot of I've seen a couple businesses now close their storefronts completely.
That's sad.
Businesses are not going to come back from this.
That's really sad. I did not know that.
Yeah, that was just this week.
Well, we were told yesterday the Still in Agawam. They're not going to reopen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
done.
You know what? I'm gonna.
I think
go
they had a
on.
tough margin though.
I'm just going to go on because of my experience with
I
them.
know. That's why I wanted to
with
tell
the
you.
with the Christmas party and the BS that they gave me. You know what? I'm sorry, but I don't feel for you.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses were tight margins. They could survive maybe a month, but now we've gone past it, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think the president said this: the cure may be worse than the disease.
Yeah, maybe. So all right. So getting back into our Muzak, we got we're gonna play a double play for you today, and this time.
Oh, these are good ones.
Yeah, they are. This is from these are both from 1985 as well.
This is the best music era. The 84 through 89 was the best music era I think ever.
I liked 80 through 84 better than 85 than 89.
I like the 70s.
I don't know.
I actually had, when I was putting together the show schedule for last week, I had way too many songs that I had to cut back. This one, I had to add songs to it to find. It just, the stuff that was making the charts was like, really?
See, I love this. Well, this is, but the thing is, you identify with the music you went to high school with.
Yes, you do.
That is what you most identify with.
You definitely do. And I've got some songs that I'm playing here today that are exactly that. They remind me of somebody or something that happened or, whatever. I mean, definitely that. So our double play, again, from 85. This is the number 6 and the number song, respectively, from that year, according to the Billboard charts. And the first song is from John Parr. I saw him in concert. He opened for, I don't even remember who. It was either here in Springfield or out in Worcester. My buddy Randy and I went to a ton of shows that year. And this was one of the ones that we saw. He did, this song is St. Almost Fire, but he also did another one called Naughty Naughty. And those were the two big songs that he did. And beyond that, it was like, okay, it's cool you're listening to him. But this was an awesome song. It's actually from the movie St. Almost Fire.
It was the title track, Man in Motion.
Yep. This was the new Brat Pack was what they were called for a brief period. It was basically the Breakfast Club people. And then we're going to jump from that. I had to put this one in there for my wife, who was a huge, huge fan.
Jan Hammer.
Is that, I always say Jan, but Jan? Okay, Jan Hammer with the Miami Vice theme. And that was number 7 that year. That's the second time in the 80s that a TV show got a rating like that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I don't know about you, Pete, but every time I listen to the the Miami Vice theme, in my mind I'm picturing the opening sequences. Yeah, and they've got that one part where they're playing the heavy. I don't know if they're what kind of drums they are, but they're a heavy drum, and they're playing it to the woman's cleavage bouncing across the screen. And I every time I hear those drums, I picture those breasts going across. And it's like I always smile. Anyway, so there's your double play. So we got some John Parr with St. Almost Fire and some Jan Hammer. I learned something new today with the Miami Vice theme. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Number 6.
Maybe
Number 7.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Saturdays were made for polka. Tune in to the Polka Jammer Network starting at 6 a.m. and Polka Hall of Famer Billy Bellina, Breakfast at BB at 8:30.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
For those of you watching on CPC Channel 15,
I pulled that one
you
out.
got to see the video.
Sweet.
You know, you got the girl running by in the beginning of it with the bouncing bazookas. That was nice. But you know, the two girls walking away at the end, you hate to see them leave, but you love to watch them go. Just saying.
I called it. I was like, I just Googled it to get some information. I'm like, oh my God, somebody got the theme and it's a good quality video. I'm like, I'm snagging that one.
Yeah. Great show. And it's actually
it still holds up actually to this day.
It does. I had bought Hope the complete series on DVD as it's one of her favorites, and she had pointed out to me, and I guess I never gave it much thought. Miami Vice was actually the first show of its time that used popular music in the series.
Oh yeah, they were
like
commissioning stuff
Phil
too.
Collins was big.
Sheena Easton.
Yep, all of that, and it was like but it was current music. This was the stuff that was currently on the air, on the radio.
That was hot,
and,
yeah.
That was great marketing for them, and it was an awesome idea.
Even Sheena Easton came out as a character too.
Oh, okay.
I liked
didn't
her.
know that. Yeah.
She came out as a
was
character
good.
more than once on that show. She played a character arc that was involved with Don Johnson, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was in a character arc with Don Johnson.
Ooh, lucky girl.
Was it Sheena? Yeah, it was Sheena Easton.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I wouldn't know her if you showed me a picture of her.
Oh.
Yeah, honest with you.
You know the song "Morning Train," right?
Yeah, she's a singer.
Yeah, I knew she was a singer. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. All right.
That's 'cause she was young.
I was young and
He
impressionable.
was a
and
youngin'.
It was the breasts bouncing by and the butts walking away.
That's all he cared about.
That's all I cared about. After that, put something else on.
I asked him what the actor's name was. He goes, I don't know.
I have no idea. Crockett was the character's name. I don't care beyond that.
Don Johnson, man.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I could
Don
not think
Johnson
of his
was
Yum.
He was on a couple of cop shows. He was in a cop show later on in life, one based in San Francisco. There were
Yeah,
on
it was
the barge.
him and Cheech or Chong, whichever one.
Yeah,
it was.
Cheech Marin. Yeah,
Cheech and John.
yeah. Well, it was Cheech.
Really?
Cheech Marin was his partner.
yeah, it was his
remember
partner.
that.
Yep.
Well, what the hell was the name of that?
Google.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look that one up. Peter looked that one up. So Lynn actually is
Nash Bridges.
That's it. Nash. That was a good show too.
It was a very good show.
That was a really good show too. But Don Johnson's just a talented guy. I always thought.
Yeah.
He was a good actor. He played a good part. But
I
anyway.
liked him. I still do.
Ooh, in 2019 they wanted to do a Nash Bridges revival. I don't know if it ever materialized.
I'd rather see a Miami Vice one.
Oh, I don't know. They're too well, didn't they redo that as a movie or something? A J.J. Abrams movie or something like that?
Yeah, but not with them in it.
No, it was somebody
It was some
else.
stupid stuff like
It didn't-
Jamie Foxx or something like that was in it.
Yeah,
Give me a
didn't
break.
do well.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so we got Lynn is doing a new segment, so we're going to insert it here. This is I call it Craft Corner. This is just for fun, and this is a segment that Lynn's going to be doing every week, and she's going to be talking about different things that you can do, activities, whatever strikes her fancy. And I asked her, I says, look, okay, you got to pick a song. And so she went with Pharrell Williams with Happy.
Yeah.
So
I love that
you may
song.
want to throw yourself out the window within the first 30 seconds. I get that.
No. It's a great song.
I was telling Pete, I was telling Lynn on the way in here during our pre-production meeting on the way to the package store.
That's next week.
That's next week. Yeah, that'll be beforehand. That you've heard me talk before about Star Trek Continues, a fan-based series.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
11 episodes that they did. Well, they do bloopers and stuff like that too. They generate this stuff. One of the things that they did was while they were filming one of the episodes, 3 of the girls come in to the bridge set in costume from the elevator, from the turbo lift, and they started playing this song, and all 3 of them started dancing. It was an awesome video, and at one point in time, they got the actors that are playing Kirk and Spock are basically bent over, and the girls are all slapping their butts. It was the fun. Now this song always, you got to see the video. It was funny. So if you're curious, go to Star Trek Continues, I believe it's .com, and go with the bloopers, and you'll see there's one that's Happy, and it's the whole song. It's them lip syncing it and acting crazy.
Hold
with
my
it.
beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. So that's what I think of when I hear this song. So without any further ado, Lynn.
Wow.
Just for fun from the
Just
Craft
for
Corner.
fun.
Take it away. Play some Happy. Okay, if you bend over, I'll slap your butt.
I was going to offer to slap yours.
I knew you were.
I know. Okay. So there is so much fun stuff out there.
Pete, come on in here. We need to slap somebody's butt.
Yeah, right? Come and dance. I got dollars.
Woohoo! Make it rain up in here.
Okay, so this week's craft, and I don't care how old you are, I found this one kind of really intriguing. I'm actually going to go home this weekend and do this with the twins. So I'll let you know how
That
it
sounds
comes out.
perverted, but okay.
I know. So it's crystal geodes. And I thought it would have been done with rocks or I don't know what I was thinking
scissors.
paper, but it's not. You actually make this with eggs. So
You're yoking me.
So what you need are eggs, food coloring, or egg dye. I guess there's two different things. I've never heard of egg dye, but I guess it's out there. But you can use food coloring, craft glue, Epsom salts, and toothpicks. That's all you need. So what it's asking you to do is you take your eggs and you crack them at the narrow end, and then you widen the egg to the size of a quarter. Then you pour the inside out. You set the shells into a bowl of hot water to rinse them, and you have to make sure the inside gets really cleaned out good. Like, you get that little membrane stuff on the inside. Just kind of stick your finger in there and roll it around and make sure the inside is really, really clean. Then you're going to let your eggs dry on a towel. Then you're going to dye them, and you're going to let them dry again. So from what I could tell from the picture, is it looks like they're dyeing the outside shell, and then they're not putting anything on the inside of the shell because you're going to need to add something else to the inside. So when you're dyeing it, only dye the outside. Let it dry again. Then you're going to take the shells and you're going to put them back in the carton, and you're going to brush the inside. I would use a kid's paintbrush, something to that effect. And you're going to paint the inside of the shell with the craft glue. And then you're going to dust the craft glue with a little bit of the Epsom salts. Just a little bit. Don't get crazy with it. Try to use more of the dust instead of the big pieces.
Now, what's craft glue? Is that like Elmer's glue?
Yeah, I think craft glue is very similar to Elmer's.
I've never heard of craft glue.
A little bit thicker, but you can use Elmer's for the most part.
Okay.
And then you're going to let that dry completely. They're saying to let it dry at least an hour or so before you go any further. And at that point, you want to boil a cup of water. You're going to add a half a cup of the Epsom salts, and you're going to stir and stir. Continue to stir, adding more salt so that you have a full cup in this bowl of water. It should be thick but not slushy. And you're going to pour it into the shell all the way to the top. Then you're going to put a drop of food coloring, and you're going to stir it with your toothpick. Once you do that, you want to store it at room temperature, keeping the surface, here we go again, keeping the surface open for water to evaporate just for a few days. And the picture of this thing is so cool. It really does look like crystals.
Well, the Epsom salt is a crystal.
Yeah.
It's a salt.
But it was really neat looking. I mean, the website picture, they were all different colors. They almost looked like Easter eggs, but they were crystal Easter eggs. So
now when you're painting the outside of the egg, does that color saturate through the shell to the inside crystal?
It didn't look like it did.
Okay, so just the outside for
right,
effect.
Just the outside.
Okay.
Like a lot of them, the outside of the shell was one color, but then when they did the inside in the bowl of water, they used a different color so that it was double.
Oh, I see.
But then you can do them. They had some that the outside was pink, the inside was pink. Some were purple. The purple ones were gorgeous. They looked like amethyst. So you can really have some fun with this.
Now, did they give you any tips on how to actually get the quarter-sized hole in the top of the egg? I guarantee I would go through a dozen eggs and not get one of them right.
Well,
I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean,
what I would, they weren't a perfect. Like they were jagged. Like you want them to look natural. Like you just, grabbed it out of the out of the earth. So what I would do is and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it this weekend.
Well, try it. If you make one, bring it in next week or the week after, depending on your dry time.
But just tap it ever so lightly. Make yourself a little hole on the top, and then it looks like what they might have done is just broken it away a little bit, like with your finger, because it's all jagged all the way around.
Okay.
It's not like a smooth cut, and it really did look like rock. It was pretty impressive.
All right, cool idea.
Yeah.
Kids would definitely get a try.
Oh no.
Okay, I don't know where we're going now.
Here we go.
Star Trek. Oh, he's gonna do happy.
Everybody.
He found
That's
it.
a wrap for today.
Of course I did.
And listen up.
I'm awake today.
Listen.
Nice.
Don't go away yet. Don't go away yet. It is Casey's birthday. And do we know, what? I don't see Casey. Does somebody know what the plan is with you? Oh, there you are. What is the plan tonight? What are we supposed to do? Because Because we do
Oh,
want to
we're-
celebrate
there you
you
go.
because you're awesome, Casey.
Well, you know.
Well, you know.
Adequate is the word you're looking for.
Well,
Adequate.
we can go out wherever we can find a big enough space that can hold all of us. We've never done that yet. Which
My hotel room,
I think is...
Well, it seems like the hibachi place.
Now, the guy in a black T-shirt plays Kirk.
Yeah, right.
And that's obviously Spock next to him.
Uh-oh.
That's Michelle that just came in.
Flash mob.
Oh, that's cute.
He turned around too quick. He almost went down.
Your turn.
Come on, Vic. Bring your butt up. Now the blonde with the black shirt on the right-hand side there, she's married. That's Michelle Speck. I spent the weekend with her a couple of weeks, years ago, with Scaricon.
Why she
where
look
is she?
familiar.
Yeah. I don't see her now, but one of the girls that plays in this is actually married to Emo Phillips, if you remember him from back in the 80s. And the actress Kim Stinger that plays Uhura in this came to Springfield with Michelle for Scaricon a few years ago.
Oh, wait a minute.
And that was 100%. What'd you find?
He's just look at how embarrassed he is.
Yep. Awesome people.
That's
cute. Spending the weekend with Michelle and Kim. I still every year I always text them happy birthday and holidays and all that good stuff. They were both just incredible. And what was cool about it was that they were there in Springfield 100% because of me. I was the one that reached out to Michelle to see if she was interested, and then I sold it to the promoter under the guise of, look, horror movies, that's really a kids genre, and they don't have any money. You go to sci-fi theme with this, now you're dealing
Do a little bit of both.
Yeah, you're dealing with adults that do have the money to come in and spend. And so he was like, okay, begrudgingly, he gave me Michelle and Kim to come in. So I got to pick them up at the airport, and I got big hugs and kisses from both of them all weekend. It was great. We had an awesome time. And I thought it was funny was that his big three was Tony Todd, Kane Hodder, and I can't think of the other guy's name.
Those are good ones.
Yeah, they are. They're awesome. But he was under the impression that, okay, these are the people that people are going to come to see. And there was no point in time that their lines exceeded Michelle's and Kim's.
Wasn't it the guy from Ghostbusters?
No, that was the first year, Ernie Hudson.
Oh.
No, this was, I can't think of his name. And that's going to bother me. I'm going to have to look it up. But anyway, so got to hang out with Michelle and Kim. And it was funny because at one point they had a panel that they were doing. And I was out running an errand in the limo that they had given me, a big-ass Escalade thing. And so I called Michelle and I said, hey, look, I'm on my way back. You guys want a coffee or anything from Dunks? I didn't even know if they had Dunks in California. And her and Kim were like, oh, my God, yes, this is what we want. And it was like 18 things long. It was a double twist with a thing of this and that. And I was like, oh, my God. And I got them both right. So they're actually up on the stage when I got there. So I go walking up to the stage, give them both their drinks. Michelle leans down, gives me a kiss. and thanks me for it. Kim was waving at me from the stage. So then I sat down because they were also going to show one of their episodes after the panel. So I just sat down in the front row. There was an open couple of seats. And so when they were done talking, Michelle comes over and sits down with me. And I was like, oh, my God, I was in heaven. And so for 1 hour, the producers and everything for Scaricon could not find me. I was with Michelle, and I was having a fun time with that, let me tell you.
That's cool.
But yeah, they were just awesome people, and I still, we still keep in touch to a certain degree. I mean, they're celebrities. I mean, I'm nobody, but we had a great time that weekend, and awesome people. So anyway, with that all behind us, laddie, let's get into some news of the weird. That was my Scottish. What do you think?
Very good.
If you whistle, it sounds like it's 3D.
If I whistle, it'll be 4D.
4D. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now this comes from...
Right at the right pitch, too.
You did. You were pitch perfect.
Pitch perfect.
All right. So, March 28th of the year 2020. So, about a month ago now, Brian Wise wrote this up, and I thought this was pretty funny, and it stuck with me, and I decided to use it. This is coming under the guise of working from home. And this comes into Walmart. They actually reported an increase in the sales of tops, not pants. For millions of Americans, video conferencing attire means business on the top, comfort on the bottom. What's that old joke about the bar? No, I'm not going to go there. It's potentially profane. While millions of Americans are working from home due to the coronavirus pandemic, Walmart has spotted an interesting trend. An increase in the sale of tops, but not bottoms. I should put my hand over I'm doing my reporter voice. If you've ever had video calls on Skype, Zoom, which we just did.
Yep.
I was actually in my underwear at that time, Pete, just so you know. Get that image out of your head.
Ow.
Or Hangouts. Yeah, you just dump. Hey, I got
Poke
that.
your eyes
You
out.
got 8 gallons of that disinfectant stuff. Pour some of that in there. Do that. Bleach your sphincter, too, for you. Maybe make it photogenic. All right. You can probably figure out why if you've had any of these video calls. Due to the increase in the number of people working from home due to the pandemic, workers are scrambling to look business on the top and comfortable on the bottom. Boo-boo. On Thursday, March 26th, Walmart's Executive Vice President of Corporate Affairs, Dan Bartlett, this guy's name, he told Yahoo Finance, Yahoo! Yeah, that's it. We're seeing increased sales in tops, but not bottoms, explaining further the customers are people who are concerned, obviously, from the waist up. All right, these behaviors are going to continue to change and evolve as people get accustomed to this new lifestyle, if you will. Asked about the comment, a spokesman for the world's largest brick-and-mortar retailer confirmed the executive's assertion. The data, however, is taken from U.S. sales only. So, in other words, if you're not an American, chances are you're wearing pants. The spokesman told CNN, but we all know CNN is you can buy everything they tell you. Home entertainment items, though, such as DVDs and, of all things, popsicle sticks, which presumably for crafting,
crafting,
have also been seeing sales gains, Bartlett told Yahoo
Not the only
Finance.
thing.
But Lynn, this kind of, and that's your news of the weird. I thought that was amusing.
That is weird.
But I don't know what the hell that was.
Come on, you don't know what that is?
No.
Hold on, I'll play it for you one more time.
It's
The more you know.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Oh, not what I thought it was.
Yeah,
and better yet.
Hey, I don't know. I go on those large rides at the park, and I always say "Rockola." So Lynn and I were talking before. Actually, you know what? Let's bust into some music, and we're gonna keep this crafting mindset.
Oh boy.
Because I wanna definitely touch on this in a few minutes. So let me.
I love these.
You like these? Did I pick good songs for you this week?
And you know what? The video for both of these
were they tied? Was that a tie for number one?
Awesome.
It was weird because some of the Billboard charts, depending on which one you looked at, gave me different answers.
By the way, from the audience,
From the audience.
Wow, it's Danny Nason. He runs the rock crushing plant at Lane Quarry.
Okay.
Wow, whenever he does the weather, the background noise sounds like something bad is happening here at the quarry, and I think I have to shut down.
Sorry about that. Yeah, that's our helicopter sound effect.
That's awesome.
So we've got, again, my next two. These are from 1986, and depending on which Billboard chart I used, which they should have
One
been
could have been
the
the Hot 100, one could have been Dance.
I don't know. I don't know. But they were both marked as number one, so I didn't bother correcting it. So we're going to play a double play for you. The first one being from the Bangles, and I always left this on. This is Walk Like an Egyptian. I always thought the lead singer had gorgeous eyes.
She does.
It was like, ah. And then the other one, Robert Palmer with Addicted to Love. Now, if you haven't seen the video, I don't know, Pete, can you play the video on that one?
Not quickly.
No. Okay. The video, if you haven't
it's
seen
all
it,
models.
it's all
it's all
and
chicks
they're all
with
playing
guitars.
the instruments. It was such
they're air guitaring.
With a real guitar, but I mean they were lip syncing it, so to speak. The girl that was playing the keyboards is like, oh my God. That's the one. That's why I asked you if you could play the video.
No.
She is just. Oh, they're all beautiful, but she is just like strikingly gorgeous. So we got the Bangles for you. Walk Like an Egyptian. Coming up quickly after that, Robert Palmer with Addicted to Love. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB. Maybe you're watching us on WCPC, your Channel 15s. Enjoy.
Drive down here.
It's number
10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2.
1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the sand dance, don't you know? If you move too quick, they're falling down like a domino. All the buzz men by the night, they got the money on a bet. Old crocodiles, they snap their teeth on your cigarette. Falling types with the hookah pipe say, walk like an Egyptian. The blonde waitresses take their trays, spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves, you drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids so sick of books, they like the funk and the metal band. When the buzzer rings, they're walking like an Egyptian. All the kids in the marketplace say, walk like an Egyptian. Slide feet up the street, bend your back, shift your arm, then you pull it back. Legs hard, you know. So strike a pose on a Cadillac. If you wanna find all the cops, they're hanging out in the donut shop. They sing and dance. They spin the club, cruise down the block. All the Japanese that they and the party boys call the Kremlin. And the Chinese know. They walk the line like Egyptian. All the cops in the donut shop say, walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. heart beats double time, another kiss, and you'll be mine, a one-track mind. You can't be seen, oblivion is all you crave. There's some left on you, you don't mind, and you do. Oh, you like to think that you're immune to this stuff. Oh yeah. It's closer to the truth to say can't get enough. You know you're gonna have to face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. The lights are on, but you're not home. Your will is not your own. Your heart sweats, your teeth grind. Another kiss, and you'll be mine. Whoa, you like to think that you're immune to the stuff. Oh yeah. It's closer to the truth to say can't get enough. You know you're gonna have to face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. Might as well face it. You're addicted to love.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Well, good morning once again, everybody. You are tuned in to the Bobby G and Company Show. This is Bobby Goff coming at you like a big dog in heat. And it is currently 7:40. Hold it, 2 almost.
Oh,
and
boy.
so I got Mr. Peter Coles behind.
We're way behind.
No, that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
We're good. I'm good with that. And then Mrs. Lynn O'Brien joining me as well
Morning,
in
morning.
studio. We are having a blast here today.
We are.
Now, we were talking, Pete, I got to admit to you, and as much as I don't like talking crap about somebody behind their back, it was just so funny. I was trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get you no matter how loud I yelled over, and Lynn had to go to the window to get your attention there.
You could always get up and walk over here.
Yeah, no, I gave that up for Lynn.
I'm just saying it's 20 steps.
If it was 19, I'd consider it, but 20, that puts it over that line. So we were laughing at your expense actually because of that.
Yeah, but we
and,
can't say why.
Yeah, it was definitely not appropriate, but it was funny. So I'll share it with you later. I don't think I've ever heard Lynn laugh as loud as she did.
He'll share it with you you as I'm
Yes.
running out the front door because
Yeah.
I'm not hanging around for that one.
It was funny. It was hilarious. Anyway, so we were talking. Obviously, Lynn, you did your corner, which was awesome about the craft and everything else. And it's amazing to me how many people are coming out of the woodwork and finding things to do creatively with their families, their children, even just themselves, maybe even their spouse, to do something that just to pass the time, give you something to do. And I know one of the things that my wife had asked for Christmas this past year as an idea was she wanted a brand new sewing machine. So off I go to Joann's Fabrics, looking like a deer in the headlights. And I said that to the girls. I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. I said, this is the model that I'm looking for. And she goes, oh, yeah, we've got that in stock. So she goes, okay. And I says, what do I need for accessories? And again, I don't have any idea. I'm going completely off of what you recommend. And so she blah, 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 blah. So I walked out of there with a cart full of stuff and a sewing machine. Now, Hope is taking up sewing. She made some masks herself and, for us. And I just looked at her and I'm like, your fabric choices of what she had. Yeah, no way, hon. I'll go with Corvid. I can't do it. I'm not a pastel sort of guy. And so we laugh about that. But, she's also trying to make this, it's like a craft pencil holder stuff, for all your art supplies for our granddaughter. And she's having a hell of a time because she can't get anything. She needs a special kind of a liner, and there's another type of material that she needs. And, okay, yeah, we'll go to Joann's Fabrics, and, they have it on their website, but not available.
Right.
And I said, well, why don't we go to Michael's? She goes, no, Michael's doesn't have anything like that. It would be Joann's. And so I said, well, how about, what's that other one that's in West Springfield?
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, anyway, it'll come to you. So there's a material place in West Springfield, and right near the
Osgood's?
Osgood's, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know. But you were having the same problem.
Oh, my God,
'Cause
yeah.
You had a sewing machine that, how old was that puppy?
Oh, my God. The last time it was serviced was 1982, and it was my mother's before she gave it to me, so it was probably bought, like, early 70s.
Wow. What kind? What brand?
It was a Singer.
It was a Singer.
Yeah.
They made things to last back then.
Oh, yeah. It's heavy, and it's solid, and it finally...
Run forever.
Yeah, it ran forever until this week. We started making masks on...
You could probably still get it fixed.
Well, you know what? For what I paid for the new one, that's probably what they would charge me to fix it. I mean, the new one was not like super expensive. I didn't need anything fancy. But my biggest problem was it died on me on Monday. I have been looking for 3 days for a new sewing machine. I've been to every store that's open in this area. I finally gave up and I started looking online because I'm not really an online buyer. I like to touch and feel and check it out and open the box. Yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, this pandemic isn't going away anytime soon. It's going to be because of you.
Right, but, I didn't want to buy something sight unseen. When you're spending a lot of money and you're going to use something for what we're using it for, I wanted to make sure it was a good one. I knew I wanted a Singer.
You get the same thing with Russian brides.
Yeah, probably.
Mail order,
I wouldn't know, but so I started looking online. Everybody is sold out.
Yeah.
No matter where I look, Singer online, Home Depot, Wayfair.
Because everybody's trying to make masks.
Everything.
Home
sold
Depot
out.
sells sewing machines?
Online.
Oh, online.
Which I didn't know until I started. Amazon, sold out, out of stock.
Everybody's trying to make masks.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So last night I finally found through Joann's, they had a couple in the store, but you can't go to the store to pick them up. And I don't know why, because the store is open from 11 to 5 in Enfield.
Yeah, that's where I got mine.
Yeah,
or Hope's.
You couldn't go there to pick up the machine. You had to order it and buy it online, and they'll ship it to your house.
You couldn't pick it up from the
Nope, there were no machine
sidewalk?
pickups. Nope.
Ah, that's weird.
I know. So it said it would ship within 5 to 7 days, which is no big deal. I mean, we're going to be making these masks for a long time, unfortunately, and then I'll use it for the house. But I could not believe every website was out of stock, sold out. Even the expensive ones. I mean, some of these things were like $1,500, sold out. And, then when you look at accessories and thread and bobbins, everything is sold out.
Yep.
It just blew my mind that it's that crazy out there.
But you were able to finally get one.
I finally got one. They had
Nice.
one in stock of what I wanted.
Yeah, Hope can't get. She's looking for a liner or some. I don't know what the hell that is. There's two materials that she's looking for, and the same thing. She can't find it anywhere. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it's just crazy out there. People are
Yeah.
going nuts.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, listen, Pete, let's do another weather, but before we do that, I want to give a shout out to our friend Danny Nason. He's over at the Lane Quarry. He's the rock crusher. And all I can picture is Fred Flintstone on a brontosaurus sitting at the quarry. But Danny, I just want to give you a heads up, my friend. We are going to do the weather with the helicopter. It is not your automation going crazy. You don't need to freak out about it. Just sit back and enjoy. So, Danny, my friend, this one goes out to you. Pete, let's do some weather.
That's so funny.
Joining us, as always, my lovely wife and chief meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company show, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey. Pretty cold out there this AM. I'll bet you were scraping some ice off of Sky One this week.
Yeah, it was only 30 degrees out at takeoff, so a little bit of ice on the outside, but these heated seats are the best.
How's our local weather looking for today?
Well, it's currently still only 30 degrees, with a high expected of 51 later on this afternoon. Sunrise is at 5:57, and sunset will be at 7:41. This gains us another 17 minutes of daylight from last week's show, honey. It's going to be mostly cloudy today, but the rain showers will be back later tonight.
Okay, see what you do about getting us some warmer days for next week. Thanks, honey. See you back home after the show. Love ya.
I'll see what I can do. Love you too, and see you guys later. This is Chief Meteorologist Hope Goff for the Bobby G and Company show, up in the Sky One Weather Chopper, signing off. Have a great show.
Thank you, Hope.
I just got a text from my wife telling me that what she's looking for is seam binding and batting.
Oh, yeah, I know what that is.
I have no idea what any of that is. I always thought batting was done in the cage. All right, so Danny, again, that goes out to you, buddy. Hopefully the rock crusher is still crushing.
Current temperature is 32 degrees.
No, I got 34.
I got
34. 34. I'm going to go with mine. It's a little higher.
I got 33.
You got 30. You're the average. All right. So with all that in mind, let's bust into our Just for Laughs segment. And I went back to, I had to go back to the basics on this one. This guy is just, for me, one of my favorite comedians. Hope and I were actually home the other night. Not last night. It was 2 nights ago. And I'm like, what do you feel like watching? She goes, let's find some John Pinette. Let's watch a concert. So we went on YouTube through the TV and found one of his concerts. And we watched it. We were chuckling. And so this is John Pinette with Lines Drive Me Crazy. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company, Just for Laughs.
I have no patience in a food line. Any line for that matter. Oh, I have to work on my patience. At McDonald's, if there's a long line, I jump behind the counter, I work the fries, I get it moving. I've been employee of the week twice, I don't even work there. But I take the parking space and I love having my picture up. Watch people at McDonald's, they decide what they want when they get to the front of the line. That makes me crazy. What were you doing in line? Your tax returns? I knew what I wanted before I parked the car. People stare at a McDonald's menu. It's McDonald's. It's the same stuff since you were 6 years old. Ask me anything, left to right, right to left. What do you want to know? Get out of the line! Get out of the line. People are reading the menu. They have pictures of the food. Just point. Get out of the line. Starbucks is another one. I like Starbucks. They have a good product. They're polite. They're too slow. I have to have coffee in the morning or I can't talk. My first cup can't be Starbucks. I'd be dead by the time I got to the front of that line. You got coffee back there? Yeah, well, you should drink some of that so you're moving. I have to stop at Dunkin' Donuts and get coffee to stand in line for coffee. people are staring like, I should have done that. KFC, I don't do well in KFC lines because people stare at that menu. It's KFC. They have chicken. You know what else they got? They got chicken. You want chicken or chicken? Get out of the line. Movie theater concession line. People staring at that menu. They got popcorn, candy, soda. That's what they got. What are you looking for? Buffalo wings, prime rib? They don't got that. Get out of the line. Am I the only person in this line that has a movie to catch? That's what I would like to know. The supermarket, I don't do well either. Oh, good, she has coupons. You bitch. It's okay to have coupons, but I always get the lady, I have a coupon somewhere. Somewhere, I know it is. Get out of the line. And if people buy bad stuff in the supermarket, I tell them. I saw one guy buying cheap toilet paper. I said, what are you doing? That's 4 rolls for 89 cents. That can't be good. Don't you like yourself? I understand the need to find a bargain. But toilet paper, you buy good toilet paper. I've been really broke. I always got good toilet paper. It's a line you don't cross. It tells you everything will be all right. The bills are late, but I got good toilet paper. We have so many blessings we don't count. We have such great toilet paper. Did you ever think of that? That's Charmin Ultra. Oh, you can make a suit out of that. Is that Versace? Charmin. No dry cleaning, I just flush it. The first time I played Tempe, Arizona, it was August. And I wasn't used to the heat. It was one of those days when it was 112. Now, somehow, after it's 110, it might as well be 1,000 for me. Is that 110, for some reason, it's just a line. You open the door to the hotel and you feel... And I go out and they're picking me up for the show, and it's like walking underwater. And the valet has a mist system, because people die before their car comes. Here's your car. The guy picks me up, and I never met him before. He's kind of grumpy, though. And he's driving me to the club, and I'm miserable. I'm depressed. It's so hot. I should have booked this in the late fall. How am I going to perform? It's so hot. Oh, God. There's a Dairy Queen around here. There it is! I saw the angel over the Dairy Queen. That must be St. Blizzard. And I tell a guy driving, I say, pull over, I'm getting a milkshake. Because it's 110, you get a milkshake. I think it says that in the Weight Watchers manual. The guy looks at me and he's rude. He goes, not now, we have to get to the show, maybe later. So he wipes the blood from his head. Says, you know what, I could use a milkshake too. Besides, I'm a little dizzy, I really shouldn't be driving right now. There's only one person in front of me in line, but it's a very skinny man. Skinny people, I love you. We're all God's children. But sometimes you just can't decide. I don't know what I want. Get out of the line. Get out of the line. I had a guy in front of me go, how big is the small? It's small. The smalls are small. The mediums are medium, the larges are large. If you have to ask how small a small is, you're not hungry enough yet. Come back later. Get out of the line! To 110, I have to hear, how big is the small? Is it big? And that's when I killed him, Your Honor. Case dismissed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll see you at the gym sometime. I love love you, Tempe.
John Panette. He's just, there's something about him.
Get out of line.
Yeah, he
I
is just,
love that.
he is so funny. He passed away in 2014 due to a massive heart attack. Very sad, very, very sorry to hear that, because he is somebody I definitely would have paid to go see. He just, I don't know if it's his visual qualities with it. If you're seeing the video, if you're on the
There was another
15s.
big comic that I saw. He used to come to the Hookie all the time. What the heck was his name? He was definitely dirty. I don't know if we could play him.
Valby? Was it?
No.
John Valby?
This is a big guy. Valby's not a big guy.
Oh, I'm not sure.
It'll come to me.
I went to see years ago in high school, just after high school. I think it was in my early 20s. What was it? Was it John Valby? Who was the hypnotist?
Yeah, Valby.
It was Valby. And, I got a story there to tell you on that one. We'll do that later, and maybe another show when I've got more time. But that was funny. So listen, Pete, if you've got it queued up, let's bust into another song. From 1986 as well. So we just played the number one hit before John Panette. So this one here was actually number 3. Awesome tune, Mr. Eddie Money. And he just passed away not too long ago, too.
Yeah, less
Sad
than a
to
year?
say. Yeah. And Take Me Home Tonight, coming from Eddie Money, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Number 3. Take me
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Noble Hospital, a brand new name for a Westfield institution which is improving the health of our community every day with quality and compassion. Noble Hospital and Bay State Health. Better together.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for Arts Beat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hi, this is Lindsay LaBelle. You're listening to my friends Bobby, Lynn, and Pete on the Bobby G and Company Show right here on WSKB 89.5 FM.
All right. So I can't tease. I gotta tell. Years ago, I was at the Hukilau. I used to love that place. I grew up very close to there. And so that was the place that we went as a family for birthdays, for special events, whatever. You went, you saw the Polynesian show every time, and it never got old. Well, I remember very early 20s, maybe 21, 22 at the time, and we went, and I was with a bunch of friends, and John Valby, the R-rated hypnotist, was doing a show. We were watching a show. And so we're sitting on one of the perimeter booths, not in the middle, we're on the side, and he's looking for volunteers. And everybody in my booth pointed to me.
So no, I wonder why.
Yes. So I had to go up on stage. So I'm on stage with him and two other guys. And so he says, I need one more. And I said, I got a buddy over there sitting at my table. He'd be great. So he says, okay. He was quick to point at you. Let's bring him up here, too. So a friend of mine, Hal, came up on stage. And so the four guys, they had chairs for us. We're sitting on stage. And then he picked four girls to come up, and he hypnotized the girls. And he told the girls that they were strippers and that the four guys sitting down owned the most popular strip clubs that paid the biggest money. And that they had to dance to impress us. They couldn't touch us. Oh, my God. I'm going to get in trouble because my wife is listening to this.
Oh, boy.
The girl that was dancing for me was by far the prettiest of the four. And I don't know who was watching me more, my girlfriend then or her boyfriend sitting right in front of me. It was just like, but it was funny. So he didn't hypnotize us, but he did hypnotize the girls. So that's my experience with the Hukilau with John Valby. But it was a good show. I mean, we had a lot of fun with it. And so anyway, I want to kill off the 1986 music here. So we're going to jump into a double play. Two great songs, both of them butt-moving music, as I like to call them. This was the number 6 and then the number 8 hits from 1986. The first one, 1986, number 6, Bananarama with Venus. Everybody always thought those girls were pretty. They didn't do nothing for me. I didn't think they were cute at all. But, well, they were cute. They weren't, yeah. And then the second one...
Not as good as Susanna Hoffs.
Yeah, exactly. The second one, the last time I played this, Pete, was at the air show. We did Westfield a couple of years ago.
Well, duh.
Well, I mean, for obvious reasons, but I've never played it since then. So this one, the second song was the number 8, Kenny Loggins with Danger Zone.
I can't wait for the remake.
I know.
Oh, that's going to be pretty good. Yeah, when's that coming out?
It's supposed to be summer, but who knows?
Who knows?
They'll wait to release that one till the movie theaters are open.
Straight to video.
Nope.
All right, so we got Bananarama with Venus and Kenny Loggins with Danger Zone, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company. Take it away.
Number 6.
She's got most oldies.
We'll play
Music Radio. Number 8.
Shoving into overdrive. Highway through the danger zone. Take you right into the danger zone. Never say hello to you until you get it on the red light, low. You never know what you can do until you get it on the side where you can go. Out along the edge, it's always where I burn to be. Further on the edge, the hotter the intensity. Highway to the danger zone. Gonna take it right into the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone.
I was close.
Yeah,
I
you're
got within
only-
like a second.
Yeah, about a second off. Not bad.
Nice job, Peter.
That was an awesome movie.
Ooh.
And you know, it's funny
Yeah.
because I am not a fan of Tom Cruise whatsoever.
Me neither.
But Top Gun, I could watch that. Maybe that'll be a good movie.
Can we play it again, Sam? You want to do the video, the whole video?
No.
The
We
video's
don't.
awesome.
If we weren't so far behind, I'd say yeah, let's do it. But yeah, no.
Oh, you know what? We need to play. You need to play Van Halen Dreams because that's done with the Blue Angels. That's an awesome video.
Yeah, that is a great video. Let's add that in the future. One of the other shows.
Yeah,
definitely. Back in the day, Pete. Now you're ballpark my age. Lynn's,
Yeah.
She played. With
Yeah.
rocks.
We know.
She played with rocks and sticks. We grew up with arcades.
Yeah,
and
I grew up
we used
with arcades.
Yeah, it was a rock and a stick. Just Fun was the arcade that, at least for me growing up, that was the place you went to. They had them in the Holyoke Mall. There was in the old Fairfield Mall. They had a game called Afterburner. Do you remember that?
Yep, I love that game.
Oh my God,
that's available on those on the retro arcades. They call them retro pies and things like that. you know, it's that you buy the stick with all the games loaded in it. It's like 2,000 games in one.
Yeah.
I want one of those for the studio.
I remember the one that they had at the Fairfield Mall was a sit-down version, and the cab moved with the maneuvers.
Yep.
Oh, that was so cool. You had the joystick in one hand, and you had the throttle control in the other.
Mhm.
And if you did like a barrel roll or something, it didn't go all the way around, but it went, back and
went
forth.
sideways,
and, that was pretty cool. And then there was always for the original Nintendo. Do you remember Top Gun for that?
Yeah.
That was a movie. That game was there was parts of that game that were so hard that literally, this is kind of funny to me, I had to play the Top Gun soundtrack on my stereo while I was playing that game just to get myself so psyched out to be able to get through it. But I mean, those were the days. That was back in the day when video games were video games and not the multi-billion.
I don't know. There's super reality now. I mean, I've been watching that iRacing stuff on the weekends on Fox Sports 1.
Okay.
So NASCAR, iRacing's been around for over a decade, but a lot of the drivers have used it as a good tool in the off-season to keep their skills sharp.
Okay.
And now they're having a NASCAR Invitational, so it's real NASCAR drivers versus some of the iRacing guys.
What's
and they're on
iRacing?
It's all virtual, so you have a setup like this with a couple of monitors.
Okay.
You have a wheel and a pedal and a shifter and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And you have a panoramic view if you have more than one monitor.
That's cool.
And so, but they're broadcasting it, and the broadcast looks like just like you were covering it at the track.
Oh.
With pit stops and everything like that, and it's so cool to watch it. It's like, wow, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It
It might be fun to participate. I got to think it'd be like watching grass grow.
No, it's like watching a real NASCAR race.
Yeah. Well,
The same,
but if you get a crash, doesn't mean nothing. You reboot and you're good.
No, you only get one reboot. You only get one.
you-
You only get one restart.
I mean, you want to impress me, blow up the cabin when the guy's in. It's something like that. It's got to be. It's got to be consequence.
I don't know. I like racing, and,
You
and
know?
it's one of the sports that's actual better. I think it's slightly better virtual than it is the real deal.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, nobody gets hurt when it's
Well,
virtual.
but again, my
Still get angry, though.
My same argument holds true. NASCAR for me is like watching paint dry.
Yep.
You want to excite it.
You gotta root.
Make an occasional right turn.
You got to
I
root.
mean-
Well, so NASCAR is a lot like watching chess. You really have to root for somebody.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of strategy involved in it. Because I've raced before. I've been on race teams.
Okay.
There's a lot of strategy involved in it, and the action is the race is won in the pits. It's not really won on the track.
Well, I race every day. But
Yeah, but yours is on the sidewalk on the way. Wherever
Yeah, that's
you're out
different.
there. That's different. But anyway, all right. So look, we are way behind still. I'm trying to play catch up here.
Yes.
So going to 1987, we are graduating to 1987. This was the #1 hit. Awesome tune. One of my favorite bands. This is U2, With or Without You, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKNB.
Drive down here.
It's number
10-9-8-7-6-5-4-3-2.
1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
See the stone set in your eyes. See the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate. On a bed of nails, she makes me wait. And I wait without you. With or without you. With or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you. With or without
I'm not hearing you. I knew you were talking, but I was not
That's
listening.
all right.
That's because you're back on the air.
That's because I'm back on the air.
I was
checking the temperature, making sure I knew what it was. So let's cue up let's do a weather report quickly. Again, this is for my buddy Danny.
All right, hold on. I got to pop myself back up. There we go.
Joining us, as always, my lovely wife and chief meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company Show, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey. Pretty cold out there this AM. I'll bet you were scraping some ice off of Sky One this week.
Yeah, it was only 30 degrees out at takeoff, so a little bit of ice on the outside, but these heated seats are the best.
How's our local weather looking for today?
Well, it's currently still only 30 degrees, with a high expected of 51 later on this afternoon. Sunrise is at 5:57, and sunset will be at 7:41. This gains us another 17 minutes of daylight from last week's show, honey. It's going to be mostly cloudy today, but the rain showers will be back later tonight.
Okay, see what you do about getting us some warmer days for next week. Thanks, honey. See you back home after the show. Love you.
I'll see what I can do. Love you too, and see you guys later. This is Chief Meteorologist Hope Goff for the Bobby G and Company Show, up in the Sky One Weather Chopper, signing off. Have
Thanks,
a great
Hope.
show.
And we have a current temperature outside of 37 degrees, getting a little warmer. All right, so since I'm so far behind, let's bust into another song. I love these shows that we fall behind. That means we had interesting topics that we were covering.
Absolutely.
That's just awesome for me. So the still in 1987, this was the number 10 song. This one here, Muji Muji.
You think?
I know. And so if you're Yahoo! So if you're home and you're listening and you got your spouse right next to you, by all means, jump up on the dance floor and start doing the Muji Muji. This one here is Chris DeBerge with Lady in Red. Take it away. WSKB, you got me.
Number 10.
Never seen you looking so lovely as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. Never seen so many men ask you if you wanted to dance. Looking for a little romance, given half a chance. I have never seen that dress you're wearing, or the highlights in your hair that catch your eye. I have been blind, lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here, it's just you and me. It's where I wanna be, but I hardly know. There's beauty by my side, I'll never forget the way you look tonight. I've never seen you looking so gorgeous as you did tonight. I've never seen you shine so bright. You were amazing. Never seen so many people want to be there by your side. And when you turn to me and smile, it took my breath away. I have never had such a feeling of complete and utter love as I do tonight, lady in red is dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here,
WSKB.
My lady.
All right, got you a little muji.
Yeah, with that little I love you.
Yeah. And then I heard the WSKB in the middle there, and that was nice. Yeah. All right, so that was actually supposed to be our 8 o'clock song, so we're still a half hour behind.
Yeah, we're a little bit. You need to drop. You know what you need to drop? The 6:15 song.
No,
because that segment's always a half an hour.
That's okay. We're usually good. It's when I'm doing the decade in review. There's so many options that I try to go with 16 for a magic number.
Okay.
And 17 actually, but yeah, that works. Counting the comedian routine. All right, so let's jump into this. Is another one. This is actually one of my favorite songs. This was by Def Leppard back in the day. And 1988, this was the number one hit, and I can so believe it. For me, I don't know why, but this song, it just always was one of my favorites that they did. And so without any further ado, and in an effort to try and get us back on track, as I'm thinking we're going to be here till 10, this is Def Leppard with Love Bites, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Hit after hit, song after song. Music power. Countdown hit.
It's number
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1.
If you could live in these sights, watch out. Live nights.
When you make love, do you look in the mirror? Who do you think of? Does he look like me? Do you tell lies?
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays, 8 to 10.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bobby G and Company Show. This is Bobby Goff, welcoming you back. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. It just started on its own.
Wait, it started on its own? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, we, and that kind of gave it away. That's our next song that we're going to be playing is from UB40 with Red, Red Wine. And then we got a butt-moving tune.
I love that song.
So we're going to do a double play. And I was going to say something. No, I don't remember what I was going to talk about. Oh, you know, I'll tell you, Pete. And I know you're in a control booth. You're kind of removed from us. You don't hear a lot of what's going on over here.
Yes, that's probably not a bad thing.
It is not a bad thing. But I got to think that a fly on a wall in this room would die laughing. There is so much that is done off camera that,
should be.
It should be off camera. Yes, definitely.
Especially today.
Definitely should not be on. Oh my God! But we've been having a lot of fun off air, and it's funny because I'm looking at the camera feed and I'm like, Lynn's actually composing herself as soon as the camera comes back on her. But she's dying laughing before that. So we're going to jump into another double play. This is going to be one that's going to bring us through 1988. The number 2 song that year was the UB40 tune, Red, Red Wine.
Remake.
And we just heard the beginning of that. And then we're going to do a butt-moving tune. If this one doesn't get your butt moving, something's wrong with you. Salt and Pepper. With Push It. And you're listening, and that was the number 6 song that year. So we got number 2 and number 6 for a double play, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit of nonsense. So, with no further ado, let's do some UB40. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company, ending 1988 with a bang.
Number 2.
Makes me forget that I still need you so good. Red, red wine. It's up to you. All I can do, I
plays the 80s on Atomic Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Coles. You gotta believe, the show has got to get better. Here's Pete Coles.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
How rude.
Yeah,
That was
that
was my
hurt.
former partner. Passed
yeah.
away now, but I still have all all the drops and jingles he made for me when I did my internet radio show.
So we did some red wine for you, and then we did the Walmart.
I could use some red wine.
Yeah, that sounds good too. Then we did the Walmart bathroom song.
Oh, shit.
I don't know if, it's funny because for 4 minutes and 26 seconds, I don't know if Lynn was dancing or having a seizure. I'm not
I
really
go with
sure.
seizure. We need to call it
I'm
ambulance.
thinking there's a health issue here we need to be
I
looking
love
at.
that song.
But, yeah.
Awesome.
like
I don't
said,
have to go work out now. I'm
it's
good.
the Walmart bathroom song. So anyway, we actually, believe it or not, I'm only a minute, almost 2 minutes late now. We're back on track.
Yeah.
So let's keep the talk down to a minimum. Let's jump into 1989. We've got 3 songs that we're going to play from there, but we're going to do a double play here, and then we're going to end with a 89 song. So the first one, I knew all 3 of these from back in the day. The first one is from a band. I don't know if they did anything beyond this.
They were an English band, though.
Okay, that doesn't really change anything.
They were big in Britain. They weren't big in
is
the
that
U.S.
What they were?
Yeah.
Where they had bad teeth and
No, they were just big in Britain.
Poor hygiene.
They drank.
So Bad English was the name of the band. When I See You Smile, kind of a little moojie, but that was number 1 that year. And then the other one, which I actually did like, but I had to play. Honestly, I had to play it because I knew it, but I wasn't putting the song with the title. And it's from a band called Warrant, and it was Heaven.
Mhm.
And for me, Heaven is always that
Another
other guy.
power ballad.
Yeah, but a good song there. And that was number 5 that year. Then we're going to come back and do some weather and say our goodbyes and play our end song. So again, double play. Bad English, When I See You Smile, number 1 from 89. And then Warrant with Heaven, number 5. And you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Number 1. Down here.
It's number
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1.
Sometimes I wonder how I'd ever make it through this world without having you. I just wouldn't have a clue. 'Cause sometimes it seems like this world's closing in on me, and there's no way of breaking free. And then I see you reach for me. Sometimes I wanna give up, wanna give in, I wanna quit the fight. And then I see you, baby, and everything's alright. Everything's alright. When I see you smile, I can face the world. Oh, you know I can do anything. When I see you smile, see a ray of light. Oh, she's shining right through the rain. When I see you smile, baby, when I see you smile at me. Oh yeah. Baby, there's nothing in this world that could ever do what the touch of your hand can do. It's like nothing that I ever knew. Hey, and when the rain is falling, I don't feel it, 'cause you're here with me now. I wanna look at you, baby. It's all I'll ever need. It's all I'll ever need. When I see you smile, I can face the world. Oh, you know
The prototype plays the 80s on Atomic Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Pete Coles.
Got a picture of your house, and you're standing by the door. It's black and white and faded, it's looking pretty worn. See the factory that it worked, silhouetted in the back. The memories are gray, but man, they're really coming back. I don't need to be the king of the world, as long as I'm the hero of this little girl. Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. How I love the way you move and the sparkle in your eyes. There's a color deep inside of like blue suburban sky. When I come home late at night, you're in bed asleep. Now wrap my arms around you so I can feel you breathe. But I don't need to be a Superman, as long as you will always be my biggest fan. Heaven isn't too far away, closer to it every day. No matter what your friends might say, we'll find our way. Oh, now the lights are going out along the boulevard. Memories come rushing back and it makes it really hard. But I got nowhere left to go. No one really cares. I don't know what to do, but I'm never giving up on you. Closer to it every day. No matter what your friends say, I know we're gonna find a way. It's not too far away.
Y'all were very animated in there.
Whoa, let me, yeah, we were animated.
What are you
already.
talking
Hello.
about?
Yeah, all right, I got it off. No,
Hello.
we were reminiscing about Scaricon because we were talking about it earlier. And,
That was fun to work.
That was awesome. That was both weekends that we did it were incredible. I was really sorry to see that the promoter decided to go out Worcester Way instead of staying in Springfield. I was very disappointed in that. And
they didn't do any better.
And well, he did worse. His attendance
Yeah.
was much lower, and the venue wasn't anywhere near the size that he had here in Springfield. But there were so many behind-the-scenes extras that he gained in Springfield that he lost. We had friends. I've got friends that are bigwigs at the Civic Center the old Civic Center in Springfield, and they opened up so many options for us and for the celebrities that would not have been given otherwise.
Right.
And we were 95% of the volunteer force.
Yeah.
For those 2 weeks, those 2 weekends. And he lost all that going to Worcester. It was just he had a good thing going and they screwed it up. And now they're not doing Worcester anymore. And I'm like 95% sure they're canceling their home show, which was in Syracuse area.
Right.
And that's sad. They couldn't compete with the big.
Yeah, not even because of the virus. I mean,
No.
they were posting stuff on Facebook back in January that said, Worcester is done. We're looking at, also shut down Turning Stone. And so it really doesn't even have anything to do with the virus. I mean, it didn't.
They just didn't have
business.
No, and when you're dealing with something that Springfield, you've got the Mass Pike, you've got 91, you're drawing from Connecticut, you're drawing from.
You also have a lot of colleges.
And but you're drawing from everywhere. And you start doing a venue in this location, obviously you're going to have, to me it's obvious, you're going to have a much stronger fan base than if you're coming out of Worcester. You can't, if you're coming in, you're flying in.
That's your wife telling you you're going over.
No, she's asking me what's going on. I'm on pause, she says.
I don't know, everything's fine here.
Everything's fine. Okay, maybe she paused me by accident. But when you're coming in like that, if you're going to Worcester, you're flying in out of Bradley. And no way am I going back and forth between Worcester and Bradley.
No.
That's just stupid. You're 20 minutes out of Springfield, and it was zip, 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 zip. And the weird part was that when the celebrities were coming in and going out, we were running to Bradley with 2 vehicles nonstop. And, you'd pick up, then you come back and you drop them off, and you were automatically turning around and going back. And, you were passing each other, the 2 vehicles were passing each other, all the time, because there was only 1 or 2 celebrities landing at each time. And you don't want to make people wait.
No.
You bring them in, you make them happy, you do right by them. V Neal, I think was her last name, she's a makeup artist. She was a total sweetheart. She was there the first year, and she ended up getting stuck. They were stuck in Texas, and she's like, well, what am I going to do for a room? And I'm like, I'm in Massachusetts. She's calling me. I'm like, I'm in Massachusetts. I don't know what to do for you. So I told her, I said, look, stay at the airport. I said, I'll make some phone calls and I'll get right back to you. So I ended up getting hotel rooms for her. I can't think of the other makeup artist, the guy that was like gothic. Clive Owen. And her and him and Cheryl's daughter, your friend. Cheryl, I can't think of the actress. She was one of the Charlie's Angels. Cheryl Ladd, her daughter.
The girl that I was with.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan.
Ladd. So the 3 of them were like, we're just going to, sleep at the airport? And I'm like, no. I ended up finding them a hotel and, said to the guy, okay, look, save these rooms. They're going to get in touch with you to pay. And then I got back in touch with V. Here you go. This is the number. This is what you need. And she was like, oh, awesome. And it was funny because she made the comment that she really had been looking forward to a Blue Moon beer when she landed. And I ended up, when I picked her up the following day at the airport, I had a 12-pack of Blue Moon for her. And Pete, we apparently still have a problem. Apparently there's an issue with the broadcast. I don't know if it's TV or what it is, but I'm not
everything's
sure.
fine here. Tell her to reload the page.
Anyways,
you're done anyway.
Yeah,
so.
we're almost done.
Yeah.
So with all that, let's do the weather one more time, and then we're going to bust into our last song. Joining us, as always, my lovely wife and chief meteorologist for the Bobby G and Company Show, Hope Goff. Good morning, honey. Pretty cold out there this AM. I'll bet you were scraping some ice off of Sky One this week.
Yeah, it was only 30 degrees out of takeoff, so a little bit of ice on the outside, but these heated seats are the best.
How's our local weather looking for today?
Well, it's currently still only 30 degrees, with a high expected of 51 later on this afternoon. Sunrise is at 5:57, and sunset will be at 7:41. This gains us another 17 minutes of daylight from last week's show, honey. It's going to be mostly cloudy today, but the rain showers will be back later tonight.
Okay, see what you do about getting us some warmer days for next week. Thanks, honey. See you back home after the show. Love you.
I'll see what I can do. Love you too, and see you guys later. This is Chief Meteorologist Hope Goff for the Bobby G and Company Show. Up in the Sky One Weather Chopper, signing off. Have a great show.
Thank you, Hope.
And we have a current temperature outside of 39 degrees. You know, I got to tell you, when we record those, I'm not letting any cats out of the bags. You guys know that. When we record those, Hope is so excited to be doing it. She loves doing them. She has a lot of fun doing it. This weekend, we have a script for that I write out. And I do it the night before. So I send it over to Pete so he's ready to go on the morning. And usually what I do is when I write out the script for it, I print one copy and she comes downstairs and we do it up. But I let her read the script and then I'm like, okay, polish it, edit it, whatever you want to change. And she does that. She'll change this, that, or the other thing. It's never exactly what I wrote, except this week it was. She was like, oh, this is awesome. I like this. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's one of those stupid little extra things. And but for me, that's what makes a show, not just this one, but a show, interesting and entertaining is, all the little detail that goes into it. If I can make Pete swear at me at least once in the show off air because I work him so hard, then I know I've got a good thing going.
Your show is complete.
It is. It's complete. So we're going to end it. Pete, I want to thank you for all the extra effort that I make you do. I know I'm not Kenny. Kenny does a lot of his own behind-the-scenes stuff. I don't. That's why you get paid the big bucks. I don't get paid any bucks.
Yes, you were very on. Very good today.
Yeah, he was very good, or I
was. Very good today. No, Pete.
Pete?
Well, you were too.
Well,
but
Pete didn't attack you or destroy you today. He was complimentary. I didn't know what to do with that.
It's not even my birthday.
I know it. So
he's saving it for next week.
Say goodbye, Bobby.
Say goodbye, Bobby. All right. Well, listen. It is 9:04, so we are a little over a 3-hour time frame.
Get in trouble. We're going to get sent.
We're going to get in trouble. That's why he's telling me to say goodbye.
Yep.
So I want to thank everybody for taking the time out of your busy day to listen to the Bobby G and Company show, and hopefully you had some smiles. Danny, hopefully you didn't think that your machines were breaking again. We corrected that right away. But thanks for listening, and shout out to you. And it was Hope's telling me it's fun for her too to do all this stuff, which I knew that we're having a great time.
Yeah, we love that, Hope. You do a great job.
I like it because she can be a part of the show.
Absolutely.
And that's huge for me personally.
She gets to stay in her jammies. I wish I could.
Yes. You mean you don't?
No, I don't stay in my jammies.
All right, let's finish this up.
Oh, come on. You're killing
Peter.
it.
I got an arts beat ready to go.
Oh, all right.
It's scheduled for 9 o'clock.
All right. Well, he's 5 minutes late. That's all right. So thank you again for listening. Listen, enjoy. I can't say enjoy the solitude and the quarantine, but try to take what you can out of it. If you got some crafty stuff you want to do, do it up.
Go make your Geno crystals.
There you go. Spend some quality time with the family, and but above all else, folks, please be safe. If you don't have to go out, don't by any means. If you need toilet paper, come see Pete. He's got a couple of cases of it. It's hoarded over here, and it's that nice 2-ply.
2-ply. I got 4-ply.
You got 4-ply?
Well,
whatever it takes.
Okay, I'm biting my tongue with that one, but anyway. All right, so listen, folks, be safe, please. And here is the number 9 hit that we're going to end the show with from 1989. This is the end of the 80s in review. Next week, I'm going to try and put the 90s in place. This one here, kind of another Muji. This one here is Richard Marx, and Right Here Waiting. And you've been listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB. Take care, folks.
Number 9.
the pain. If I see you next to never, then how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. Whatever it takes, or how my heart breaks, I will be right here waiting for you. I took for granted all the times that I thought would last somehow. I hear the laughter, I taste the tears, but I can't get near you now. Oh, can't you see it, baby? You've got me